All right. Good Monday evening, everyone. Jacob Hord coming at you with this week's version of Quick Hits. Day late, celebrating the mothers yesterday, so that's okay. And we're trying something new. I'm going to do a video version of this, upload it, and we'll see what you guys think. Maybe you don't want to see my face, other than on the podcast. I don't know. But yeah, we got another pretty full weekend in this past weekend in Ohio with racing. Mother Nature allowed it. I think that's like 2 weekends in a row. So I think that's our longest streak of the season, and we're halfway through May, which been a rough start of it. But I think hopefully the weather is breaking and we can click off quite a few weeks in a row with a lot of racing. So anyways, Friday night skipped racing and went up to Toledo to watch the Toledo Walleye wallop the Cincinnati Cyclones and sweep them out of the Kelly Cup playoffs. So that was really cool. And then Saturday, I trekked up to Fremont Speedway to get my AFCS season started just one night late. And yeah, it was a pretty good show. We'll dive into that here in a little bit. But yeah, quick hits. Here are some things you may or may not have seen from this past weekend. Biggest news was Skylar G had a great weekend. Swept the AFCS weekend, won Friday night at Attica, and won Saturday night at Fremont. Can't remember the last time someone swept Attica and Fremont in a weekend. So it was kind of surprising, but not really that surprising to see. I think that was G's first Fremont win. It was his second Attica win. But he had that Logan Fenton Racing 99 machine hooked up and took home $8,000 in winnings this weekend. And if I heard correctly, I think he did both nights on the same right rear tire, which that's pretty impressive. Those new Hoosier tires must be doing pretty good, and sounds like the track prep was pretty good at both places this weekend. This Attica Friday and Fremont on Saturday. Like I said, I wasn't at Attica Friday, but I heard the track was pretty decent. Not a whole lot of dust. Probably the best that they had it all year is what I'm hearing on Friday night. And I know Saturday there was a little bit of grumbling going on. They called cars to staging for the 410 feature, and then all of a sudden they're working the track. They're going to redo the track. So I was talking to Roger Campbell there after the races, and he told the pit tower that, after the 305 B mains that he was going to go and tear up the track and, run it back in. And so the pit tower knew, and they still called the 410s to staging. So that was just kind of a mishap on their part. So about half the 410s were in the staging lane kind of thrashing because, they didn't know that they were going to rework the track. And the other half were still at their pit stalls and just kind of seeing what the track was going to do. But yeah, Fremont's track surface was pretty good on Saturday night. There was a lot of passing. Skylar G started 7th and won. I think Travis Philo finished 6th after starting like 23rd. Brian Smith went from like 17th, 18th, 19th up to 9th. So yeah, there's a lot of passing. Good racetrack on Saturday night there at Fremont. Just clearing up some of that little stuff right there before the 410 feature. Um, so Stuart Brubaker had a great weekend at Attica Fremont as well. Fremont, or Attica, he finished 4th, which was his best run of the season up until Saturday night at Fremont, where he ended up 2nd, but he led a good chunk of that race. Byron Reed also had a really good race. He finished 5th Friday night at Fremont and came home 3rd finished 5th Friday night at Attica and finished 3rd for Saturday night at Fremont. That is his 4th top 10 in 5 races this season, which includes those 2 opening All-Star shows at Attica there, a month ago in the middle of April. So last year for Byron, and he's gonna do his darndest to go out with a bang. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a win or two, maybe even more this season. I think he's really going for it. And so other action on Saturday night, Tyler Street got the Fast Series win at Wayne County. Finally kind of got the monkey off his back and knocked off a win there. So that's good to see. Jordan Ryan and Tyler Gunn rounded out the podium. A nice rebound run for Tyler Gunn. He destroyed a car there Friday night in the feature at Attica, and then went to the Site 91 car for Saturday, and ended up on the podium. So nice little rebound run for him. Sharon also ran, and to really no one's surprise, Dave Blaney got the win there with Dylan Cisney, who made his Sharon debut that night in second place, and Western PA, Eastern Ohio ace AJ Flick rounding out the podium there. And Skyline also ran 410s on Saturday night with Corey Crabtree picking up the win there. Danny Smith and Wayne McPeak rounded out the podium. So between Fremont, Wayne County, Skyline, and there's one more track, Sharon. Yeah, Sharon. There were 92 410 sprint cars in the state of Ohio there Saturday night racing. Muskegon was also slated to race on Saturday night with the Fast Series, but they canceled earlier in the week, not to because they didn't want to split up the car count anymore. 5 410 races in the state is quite a bit, so they decided to cancel and help out the other tracks in the area, which I respect. That's a good move for them, and it helped out a few other tracks. In 305 action on Friday night at Attica, Casey Jetterzak won on a last lap pass over Paul Weaver, I believe, and that is Jetterzak's third 305 win, and all three have come with a last lap pass. So I don't know what it is, but if you're running first and you have Casey Jetterzak right behind on the white flag lap, man, I'm sorry to say you may not win this race. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see. I think when he inevitably gets some 410 wins under his belt, I think that first one's probably going to be just like he leads all 30 laps, just dominates. It'd only be fitting. And then Saturday night at Fremont in the AFCS 305s, Paul Weaver kind of dominated that race. It was, Paul Weaver and everyone else. Really no surprise, but yeah, there was some good battles there back in the pack there for those 305s on Saturday night. A couple 410 rookies had some good runs on Saturday night as well. Bryce Lucius and Justin Clark both finished fourth. Lucius fourth at Fremont and Justin Clark fourth at Wayne County. I think that's a pretty good sign of things to come for those two guys. Lucius was also a quick time in AFCS qualifying Saturday night at Fremont. And I mentioned Travis Philo earlier. He had I think it was some engine issues there during hot laps. Didn't get to hot lap, didn't get to qualify, didn't get to his race in his heat race there at Fremont. So he started tail end of the field, 23rd, and finished 6th. So he and AJ Havens had that car dialed up, and Philo passed a butt ton of race cars there Saturday night. Definitely got the hard charger award, a little extra money in his pocket for that effort. I'm going to try something with the hat shake segment. I would shake my hat, but I headphones on right now. So the hat shake segment got 4, 5, 6 guys here. Just want to point out some nice runs for them. Corbin Gurley picked up the win at Butler up in Michigan on Saturday night. So it's good seeing Corbin get the win up there. Bobby Elliott made his 410 debut also at Butler on Saturday night, and he finished in the top 10. So not too bad. Sounds like, like I said, top 10, rolled it into the trailer in one piece. Not too bad for I think he's like 17 years old. So, and then also at Butler, Jimmy McCune, not quite a year after he got pretty burned up there up at Butler, got back into a race car, and things went well. So, and then heading over to the All-Stars this weekend, Chris Wyndham and Lane Racing, they had themselves a heck of a weekend. Chris is knocking on the door of his first All-Star win. They finished second twice, Friday night at Jacksonville and Saturday at Wilmot. So they've hit on something there recently, and I'm excited to see what they can do as they get into this New York weekend. believe Wyndham had a pretty good run up in New York there last season. So with their momentum going, I wouldn't be surprised if he clicks off a win, get that first All-Star win. And I know that's a big goal for Brett Lane. So it'd be really cool to see that happen. And then late models. As far as I know, Doug Drown has raced 3 times at Wayne County in the late model, and he's won all 3 times. So that's pretty impressive to see, no matter what division, what track. Um, racing 3 times at a place, winning all 3 times is pretty good. And then on tap for this week, Tuesday night, obviously we have the high limit at Wayne County Speedway. Hoping I can be there. Got a lot of work to do this weekend or this week though, and an all-nighter to pull on Wednesday. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can make it, but we'll just kind of have to see. The World of Outlaws make their first visit to Ohio this season. They will be at Attica Friday night and Sharon on Saturday. Also running 410s on Saturday, Fremont Speedway with the AFCS and Wayne County with their normal, I think they call it the Fab Five or Fast Five show. 410s running Saturday at Wayne County. And then late models have a pretty big race down at Muskegum County Speedway. The XR Working Man late models, the Jim Dunn Memorial, 10,000 to win Saturday night at Muskegum. So no matter who you are, where you want to go, sounds like there's going to be a race for you here this weekend. So that's all I have for you. Hopefully you enjoy the video version. If not, just, I don't know, tell Clint. I really don't know. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy, and we'll hope to see you at a racetrack here either on Tuesday or this weekend. So yeah, hope you enjoy and have a good week.